Welcome back to Tamaki Makoto. By now you already know this series is all about sharing the best things to do in our home of Auckland, a place that we love but haven't really shared much of in the 400 plus videos that we've made. It's very sketchy putting your feet over, isn't it?
I feel like I can't.
I actually thought that it would have been a bit easier than what it is. We've already shown the pretty extreme side of the city and hiked a dormant volcano in the first few episodes, and there's heaps of other cool things to come. It's gonna be cold, I can tell.
Get back in!
But a big part of what we love about Auckland is the food, drink, and the coffee options.
Travel goes hand in hand with eating and drinking, so while it doesn't really feel like we're travelling in our hometown, we still want to take you along to the places we visit when we've got a craving, and share our favourite places to eat or grab a coffee and hang out with incredible views.
Look at that beach.
Look how clear the water looks.
Yeah.
These aren't necessarily the best places in Auckland, but after living here basically our whole lives, they're the spots we've been going back to the most over the past year.
Depending on our mood, we think about it 3 different ways. Taking a cruise to spots outside the city to escape the concrete and get into some nature, embracing the city vibe with some more luxe spots and quick bites, and on-the-go options to take to a beach or a viewpoint. Today we're actually going to have a picnic on a volcano overlooking one of the America's Cup racecourses on a hill that was set up for World War II defences.
Hope you're hungry, but if you're not, you're about to be.
We always get comments from people saying I wasn't hungry, I didn't think I was, and then I watched this and now it's like bedtime and I'm having to go make another meal before I go to sleep.
I think the last time we posted something about food, someone messaged us on Instagram and they were like, I just had to drive for 2 hours to get donuts after watching this.
That's right, I remember saying that. TripAdvisor does a decent job of showing recommendations.
No, it doesn't.
But often the best stuff isn't on there, and we get those recommendations for the best food from our Airbnb hosts or from people
local
that we
people.
meet.
Yeah. So the quality of food in New Zealand is so good.
It is.
But it is quite expensive.
Yeah,
so,
I think I mentioned that we did a cost of living video from New Zealand, and I think I specifically kind of addressed that. Traveling really shows us just how good the quality is from budget to premium. It's just very consistent and impressive across the range versus other places that we've kind of experienced overseas. New Zealand doesn't necessarily have its own food per se, but yeah, we just seem to do a lot of meals very, very well.
So anyway, in this video, what we're going to do is show a whole range of different types of food, and from cheap eats to a little bit more fine dining and everything in between.
It's busy.
So busy.
I have a single shot.
That's me. Thank you.
Beautiful, thank you very much.
Thank you guys.
Welcome to our first stop. It's the Farmhouse. It's set on a 140-acre farm, which is why it's called the Farmhouse. And
So creative.
it's probably one of our favourite places to come on the weekend and just grab like a coffee.
Great coffee, and yes, I suppose it's just like a quick way to escape
Yeah.
the big smoke.
The big smoke. They do really good like bakery food. They have ice cream here. And last time we were here, we got their banana bread, which has caramelized banana and honey and like the proper honeycomb. It was so good.
Absolutely. Isn't there peanut butter on there as well?
Peanut butter, all the good stuff.
The coffees are $5, which is for like a medium-sized flat white. We'll have to say this again, New Zealand coffees.
Oh, the best.
The best milky coffees. We've got a few other like favourites. Vietnam and Greece have some other particular things, but I'm on a tangent now. Great spot.
I'm on a tangent.
Great spot, great food, great community, great vibe, and loads of dogs.
Oh, dogs everywhere. Dane was like, I think that's secretly why you enjoy coming here, isn't it? And I was like, it ain't no secret.
Every time somebody walks in, Stacey's like, they've got a leash.
Did you hear that? There's also a dog walking track, which you don't have to have a dog to walk on, which we're going to go check out once Dane's finished his
We've always seen
tangent
the sign,
coffee.
but we've never actually walked it, so we might as well go for there's a buffalo out there. I mean, what the hell?
Just quickly, before we introduce you to Buffalo Bill, thanks again to Skillshare for making this video happen. Last time we chatted about going down a food rabbit hole and finding these amazing classes with great recipes and ideas, and now we're on to coffee.
You already know just how much we love caffeine, but our at-home game falls somewhere between AeroPress and Nespresso, and we actually don't know a heck of a lot about how to make the perfect cup. At least we didn't before finding Plant Cup Brewing an Amazing Cup of Coffee by Michael Phillips. I found myself getting sucked into all this new terminology and kind of in awe of the whole process. Coffee making is science and an art all in one cup.
Skillshare is an online learning community where you can pretty much learn anything you can think of, and you get unlimited classes for less than $10 a month on an annual subscription. But the first 1,000 people to use the link in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership, so you can feed your obsessions as well, literally.
Well, we're on the dog track, but did you know it was an actual dog track? No, it doesn't say human track.
Yeah, I did know that. I think we need to go get a dog real quick.
Yeah, I reckon. Can we just borrow a dog, somebody? So out here, I think... Oh, where's he gone? We've got to try and find the buff. Bill the buffalo.
Buffalo Bill.
Oh, wow! See, that's why Stacey's the creative one. I'm just the guy with the camera. Bill! Oh, Bill's got a friend! What's up, Bill? How's your day, man? Wow, this reminds me so much of Vietnam. Yeah. There's this place that we were in Vietnam. I'm on a tangent today because I've had so much coffee. Where we used to sit at this bar and the buffalo would just wander out there. Do you remember that spot?
Yeah, that was so cool. Drinking LaRue.
Janet. Yeah, LaRue beer, that's Janet. Bill and Janet.
Oh, yeah.
He's a bit dirty though, look at him.
Another spot we love to visit out Clevedon ways we actually showed in our Christmas video, a place we just affectionately call the Strawberry Farm. From watching our New Zealand adventures though, you've probably picked up by now just how common these fresh fruit places are around the country and how perfect they are in the summertime.
We have definitely started heading out of town more since I got my new wheels as well. Anyway, there's a few places in the heart of the CBD that we've got a bit of a soft spot for. Best Ugly Bagels is another one we've shown in the past because they pretty much do one thing with their own flair and they nail it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
PB&J.
That's totally worth it. Oh, what's the second one? I've forgotten already. They don't have any eggs, so we've got...
Oh, that looks good too.
Avo, bacon, tomato.
Yum.
But there's a couple of places in the CBD that we dream about while we're overseas.
So this is Federal Street. It doesn't really look like much at the moment with the warning signs and the work areas and everything that's going on. It's just a little small laneway, but it's home to a couple of our favorite restaurants. The first one is a little bit more upper class, but we love Japanese food. We really need to get to Japan, we haven't yet. But it's called Masu, and they do the absolute best sushi that we have ever had. I'm sure that'll change when we actually go to Japan.
So this is a little bit crazy. It's a few days later and we decided that we needed to come to Masu after walking Federal Street the other day because it's one of our favourite places and we love sushi.
We actually had no intention of going into the restaurant because the upper class places are a little bit trickier as well, and they're normally dark and it's dinner time, so we were like, you know, we could
just do a lunch.
Could do a lunch. Could just get in there. So that's what we decided.
It's actually quite funny. There are so many amazing things on the menu and we've probably tried like the majority of them, if not all of them. And there are two things that we always come back for, and that is the salmon sashimi and the prawn maki rolls, which is like probably the most basic thing on the menu, but it is honestly, I don't even know how to explain it. We normally just come here and order way too much sushi, and the waiter's always like, are you sure? Like, that's just for two people, right? Are you sure that you want all of that? And we're like, yeah, keep it coming.
Quite a few pieces on that one.
Yeah, we're like, we know.
So this is one of those spots where you can see that they're just so meticulous about everything. The chefs are sort of all open, so the whole time you're eating, you can just see them sitting there like rolling up the sushi or slicing the sashimi, which was like butter. It's just so smooth and so buttery and so fresh. And then the calamari, to be fair, is kind of like sometimes it's great, other times it's like, yeah, it's okay, but wow, today was incredible. Really crispy around the outside, not chewy on the inside, like tender, but then there's these spices through there as well when you get a little bit of, it's like jalapeno, no, what's on there? Yeah, chili's in there as well. And then we've just had this maki roll presentation just roll out. I think it's probably pretty easy to see why we love this place. And they have 2 different types of Asahi on tap, Asahi Black and the Asahi Super Dry. This is one of our happy places that we dream of when we're traveling. This is the place that we always think, oh man, I wish we could just be sitting there eating sushi right now. And then the other one is Depot, and they do the best breakfast, so that's what we've come in for now.
There's only 3 things on the menu here: a bacon and egg roll, beignets with like a lemon sauce, and then they've also got muesli as well. But whenever we come here, we always get the bacon and egg roll, so that's what we've ordered, 2 of them, 2 flat whites. If we're feeling naughty, we normally get the donuts as well, but no, I didn't. Should I have?
Maybe we'll get one.
Yay! So it all comes on a toasted brioche bun.
Oh, look at that tap.
Oh yeah, and then inside is a fried egg, fried bacon, and some kind of like mystery. It's a sweet sauce kind of. It's like a sweet barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's kind of sweet.
And it sounds really simple, but all the best things in life are just the most simple things.
Where's this going? So you might think for our lunch option for something to grab and sort of take out of the city would be something, I don't know, strictly like really Kiwi or something, fish and chips maybe.
Or something. Yeah, but that's not our go-to.
Not our vibe at all.
Instead, we go to a place called Ripe Deli, which is in Greylin, near Ponsonby. If you know of Auckland, you would have heard of Ponsonby before.
It's a spot that is very cool to sort of walk and check out, and that's where all the some of the upmarket nice restaurants.
Yeah, great food. So yeah, we go there and we get salads. They have so many different types of salads in there. We went with a pesto, pasta, broccoli, pea salad, and then they put on a whipped feta and toasted seeds as well. And
Your memory is so good. It's just like, that sounds good, let's go for that one.
And then Danger also got, I won't open it up yet, got a chicken breast as well, which looks really nice.
Yeah, there's so many options in there. It's one of those places that depends what time of the day that you get there, because if you get there early, what are we working with now?
Oh, I also got a freshly
10 o'clock.
What is it called?
Fresh press.
Cold press juice. I should know, I get this all the time.
There's some amazing options in there. I think that's probably the fullest that we've seen it. But what we do is we grab something like this, and then we don't really eat it here in this scene. We like to get out and head somewhere like the North Shore or something where we can go to a beach. So that's kind of the vibe that we're going for today.
So when we go on a bit of a mission like this, we always pack a little cooler bag with an ice pack in there, just to keep everything really fresh, especially if Dane's getting chicken. So yeah, that's our little lunch bag. Got some cutlery. We're good to go.
Now we're going to head to the shore, which is over the Auckland Harbour Bridge, which by now, if you're not a Kiwi, you know well and truly what that bridge is all about.
Over the bridge is a headland called North Head in a suburb called Devonport. On weekends, it's a pumping place because it's full of charm, loads of great little cafes and shops, restored colonial cottages, sweet views of Auckland, and the history of North Head itself.
The viewpoint is not only one of the 50 plus volcanoes we mentioned in the last episode, but it was also used for World War II defences because it sits in a strategic spot overlooking the shipping channels.
It's easily some of the best views in Auckland and right next to one of our go-to beaches, Cheltenham. So it's a favourite place of ours to casually visit and chill. But the history of its use is never far away when you see the fortifications, old gun emplacements, and underground connecting tunnels scattered all over the hill, which you can still actually explore to this day.
This is a good life.
Got our little picnic set up. I'm so hungry.
Yeah.
You hungry?
Yeah, for sure. Look at that beach. It is one of our favourite beaches in Auckland. There's nobody on it because it's Friday today.
Look how clear the water looks.
Yeah, it's a weird beach though because the tide goes when I came here to watch America's Cup over the other side. The tide was out there, so it's quite a big difference. There is old Rangitoto, which is where we went recently as well. And then And the America's Cup racing was all out there. Pesto?
Better?
Thick pasta is where it's at, isn't it?
The veggies are real
That
good.
feta whip in there. Damn, it is expensive though, isn't it really, when you think about it?
Yeah, but healthy food is expensive.
That is so true. When is somebody going to come up with a really awesome, drive-up, healthy takeaway? We need that.
Yeah, we don't have anything like that.
No, we really don't, which is funny because New Zealand is such like it is kind of a bit of a healthy sort of culture. I'd say Australia's maybe a notch above again, don't you reckon?
Sorry, I'm distracted.
She's anyway, this is our spot for the next wee while. Got the hub, the Sky Tower up over the back there as well. Makes you realise that Auckland is quite vast, but also quite central, quite small. We literally just drove around the harbour. It's quite funny when you think about it like that.
But it's all part of the adventure. You can barely see the stairs here.
This is awesome. I like that it's overgrown.
There's so many massive spider webs at the moment.
Yeah. All of a sudden it's like Jurassic Park. But look at this. What a freaking adventure, man.
Here's our favourite spot. We made it.
All worth it.